Hi friends, so I want to give some thanks and some shout outs to our patrons on Patreon.
Yes, thank you very much to Terry Cotman for your support.
If you are interested in checking out our Patreon and potentially subscribing to us, feel free to check the link in our description of this episode. Thank you very much.
Bye. Okay, so did I ever tell you guys about the story of when I stopped seeing my therapist?
You might have, but I need a refresher.
Okay, so this was during the time in college. I was working overnights, and every time I would have to go see her, it would be like an hour after my overnight shift ended. And so I was really, really tired. And so one day I was like, I can't make it. Like, I just want to go home and go to bed. So I texted her and I was like, hey, I'm sorry I can't make it in. I have diarrhea and I just don't feel good. And she's like, okay, no worries. I'll just reschedule whenever. I never went back. And that was like 4 years ago now.
She's just waiting for you to reschedule.
She's just on the edge of her seat. She's like, oh, I got a text. Is it from Diarrhea Girl?
She's like, dang, that's a really bad bout of diarrhea that she has.
She must be really dehydrated.
It's been 4 years. She's probably hospitalized at this point.
Do you think she needs an IV?
I will refuse an IV because I don't like needles.
Fair enough.
But yeah, that's my story.
You could have just said, hey, this ain't gonna work. Can we pick a different day? But no, you fully committed.
Yeah. So overnight
to the bed.
To overnight shits.
Yep.
Why did I write this? Brought to you by the record button.
Welcome to Why Did I Write This? The podcast where we read shitty writing so you don't have to. I almost forgot our opening line. I am Anna.
I'm Beth.
Harmony.
Hi. So, I'm really excited. It was episode 4, I believe, where we read that short Beatles fanfic.
Boy.
I went back in time and I let them know that John was gonna die by Mark Chapman. And
you showed them an iPad, iPhone,
iPod, whatever.
whatever.
I was gonna try to stop them from smoking so much to save George because he passed away from cancer, and I found the story of where we did accomplish that.
Oh, this wasn't in my history books.
Well,
we truly are in the darkest timeline.
we are about to change history here, folks.
Oh, okay.
So, there is no title. I just kind of wrote this, I think, in 10th grade. Who knows?
I love that you made your own binding for it.
I did. I was, like, really proud of this.
It's a whole book.
So, you know
minus the cover.
You know how I was like, oh, George and Paul are, like, wanting me in this one? Well, in this one, they all want me.
Fucking hoe.
Okay, wait, how old are you? We need to clarify.
I'm 27 now.
No.
I think she meant in the story, ma'am.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I've been kind of an airhead today.
Today?
Always, but more so today. I think I was like 17 or 18 in this.
Okay. I would hope at least 18.
So
we're gonna pretend she's 18 in this.
We're gonna pretend we're 18. Okay, so let me just get started on this. This is also another popcorn reading. So whenever y'all are obligated to jump in, you grab your jingle bells.
When we're
I need my
obligated?
jingle.
Excited. I don't know.
I didn't know we had obligations to jump in here.
Well, you do now.
Okay.
All right, so let's get started. I smiled widely at Ringo, who was joking around with his friend named Tim Tucker. This is not a real person, by the way.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
You two are goofballs, I laughed. Tim grinned. Why, thank you, princess.
Oh, alright. I gotta leave already.
We're starting off really strong on this first page.
I don't like Tim already.
I don't like the story in general.
Ringo shifted uncomfortably in his seat on the sofa. I checked my wrist for a watch, but remembered it had broken when I fell off a boulder.
How
Fun
convenient.
was that?
I thought you were gonna say it didn't exist yet.
Yes, because watches haven't existed at this time.
Listen, you just...
Well, yeah, you didn't have your Fitbit.
yeah.
Anyone got the time? I crossed my legs and impatiently tapped my fingers on the arm of the chair I was sitting on. Ringo checked his watch. Wow, it's 2:45. I didn't realize it was this late.
My favorite, the quarter pounder.
For some reason, for a while, I struggled with including an extra R in quarter. Crap, I didn't mean to stay this long. Well, I guess I better go home and get some sleep.
Maybe you should.
I stood up, as did Ringo and Tim. Tim, it was very nice to meet you. I stuck out my hand and he took hold of it. He brought it to his lips and tenderly kissed my hands.
Ew.
Gross.
Tim, I don't know you that way. You gotta stop.
Blushing, I let go of his hand. Ringo flashed Tim an evil glare. Ringo, I had a great time hanging out with you and Tim. I opened my arms, a sure sign that I wanted a hug from him. He pulled me into him, his hand on my back, slowly sliding down.
Ew. Okay,
Don't fucking touch me.
Whoa. This is too steamy too early.
I know I'm already getting hot in here. Gotta take off my socks. His other hand tangled in my hair.
Oh my god.
I could feel Ringo turn his head to look at Tim. I let go when I felt Ringo's hand drift closer and closer to my butt.
Ew.
Don't be
God, you just
gross.
went in for it, huh?
I sure did. Okay.
Listen, she had to live out these fantasies somehow.
Oh.
I couldn't keep them in my head any longer. I need to look at it.
Ew.
Ew.
Don't say it like that.
Well, I'll see you later, guys. I walked out of Ringo's apartment and headed over to mine. Ringo's POV.
That's a point of view for all of you listeners out there.
Thank you. Tim was smiling widely at me. What? I asked coldly. Someone's got jealousy issues.
Jealously issues?
That's what it says.
Delightful.
He crossed his arms, still grinning stupidly. Shaking my head, I denied it. No, you're wrong. Looking at him, he knew I was lying. Well, maybe. It's just, she's so amazing. She's smart, funny, beautiful, and best of all, she got the biggest, bluest eyes I've ever seen.
Oh, okay.
This is very self-indulgent.
I want to make her mine. Take her to a scary movie, Tim suddenly suggested. I cocked my head to the side. What? He grabbed hold of my arm and sat me down. Listen, when you take her to see a scary movie and she gets all scared, she'll more than likely cuddle with you.
Oh, for the love of God.
You know.
We're pulling those high school moves.
But if she doesn't, do the yawn and stretch move.
Oh my God.
He faked a yawn and stretched his arm way above his head. As his arms fell, one draped over my shoulders.
Oh, don't. Stop touching me.
Anna just grabbed the back of my head by doing the yawn move. I did not like that at all.
She grabbed under my ear. I did not consent to this.
Were you scared?
No. I was very uncomfortable.
Dude, I tried to shrug him off. That's so lame.
Well, he's right.
That's not the point. When you do that, she'll be all over you. Trust me. Later today, ask her if she wants to go see that new hack and slash movie.
Oh my God.
Just you and her. Tim stood up. Well, mate, I'm off to bed. I'll see you later. And remember, take my advice. She'll be all over you. With that, he went off to his own apartment.
What is he, a fairy tale character? Take his advice.
Oh, and Tim never shows up again.
Good.
Oh, good.
Okay. I had awakened at noon. There was clamoring going on in my kitchen, and the TV was in the living room. Rolling out of bed, I padded out of my bedroom.
Sorry, can I just interrupt you for a second? The
Yeah.
TV was in the living room as opposed to anywhere else in the apartment.
Yeah, their bedroom. Duh.
Bathroom.
Ah.
I padded out of my bedroom to see what was going on. Where did you guys come from? I demanded.
Where did they go? Where did they come from?
Cotton Eye Joe? John looked over at me and beamed at me. Well, good morning, sunshine. We know where you hid your key. He took a huge bite of toast. We decided to pop in and make ourselves at home.
That's
Toast?
breaking and entering.
He offered the already bitten off piece to me.
Ew.
I'm building character here. No, I quickly walked into the kitchen to find Paul reading the newspaper, leaning back, his feet on the table, and him drinking my coffee.
I hope you kick his feet out.
George was messing around with a deck of cards I left on my table. I see you've already made yourselves at home here as well. I sat down and tapped my fingers.
Of course.
Paul put his feet down and finished his coffee. Sorry, Ringo, we were gonna wake you up, but decided it was best if we didn't. I rolled my eyes. Hey, is Anna coming over later? I asked. What's the matter, Beth?
We've read this one before as a small group, haven't we?
We might have.
Is this the one?
Is this the one?
This is the one.
Yes!
It's
Oh my
the one.
gosh!
We're gonna have a great time later.
Does one of you want to take over?
Alright, I'll jingle jangle in here. Alright, hold on, let me put my jangle away. Alright. I don't know. John! Paul called for him. You started me in a weird spot. John came into the kitchen scratching his arm. What? Is Anna coming over? He shrugged. I hope so. John sat down in the remaining
They
chair.
all want me.
I hesitated on telling them my wanting to take her out, but overcame it. Hey guys, can I talk to you seriously for a moment? They had their eyes on me. I went on. I was planning on asking Anna to a movie tonight. Think she'll say yes? When I finished, their glares were freakier than ever.
Freaky.
Guys, I felt nervous. There's no way she'll say yes to you. And even if she did, your movie date would suck, John yelled. I shook my head. Excuse me? Yeah, when I ask her out, our date will be fun and romantic, Paul bragged. Who said she was gonna go out with you? I'm closer to her age. She's gotta like me more, George declared, standing. What? Okay. There was this whole big commotion going on about who she would say yes to until I got a great idea. Guys, I have an idea. They all stopped. How about we all get the opportunity to take her out with a sniper. And whichever date she liked the best, the man she will date.
Lord.
What the heck? I'll take her to the movies tonight. Paul can take her tomorrow. Then George can have her on Thursday. And Friday belongs to John.
Y'all
How
just
about
not
it?
even gonna fucking give her a single day's break.
No, I love that they're shuffling you around like a pet. They're like, okay, you get custody of the dog today.
This is
I'm like a
such a
divorced
trope.
child.
You have a bed and different clothes at each one of the apartments.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I felt good about this plan, and I hope they will too. A few moments of said thinking, and they all agreed.
Said thinking.
Then it's decided, may the best man win. We all shook hands. Wait, is it against anything if I kiss her? George asked shyly. I shook my head. No, that'd be even better. Oh.
They're really getting into this.
Silence filled the air along with awkward tension. A few knocks on the door brought us out of this trance, and I went to go answer. Hello, Anna, I greeted warmly. Hey, did you sleep good last night? She hugged me tightly, and when I smelled her hair, I was lost in another world.
It didn't stink.
Not stinky hair.
I guess she
Smell like
doesn't want strawberries today.
Yep. I let go. Yeah, pretty good. You? My neighbors kept me up pretty late. They must have had a party or something. I placed my hand on. Looks like you put my hand the small of her back and let her in. I waited for him. Thank you for not changing your POV, apparently. I waited for him to shut the door so he could tell me where to sit. Follow me, Anna, he smiled warmly. You really like these Lee words, too. Oh. He took me to the kitchen. That's where I saw the other three sitting at the table, glaring at each other. Are we having a staring contest? I laughed. They lightened up their faces and greeted me with friendly hellos.
You're so quirky, Anna.
My quirky list is showing.
Yeah. How's everyone this fine noon? What is the sentence?
Noon. It's noon.
Oh my god. I asked. You spelled asked wrong, but that's okay. Taking the last seat that Ringo offered. All of them answered good. How are you? Paul asked, giving everyone a snide look. Pretty great. They all went back to glaring at each other. Is this a bad time? I managed to say. No. They all quickly turned toward me, soft expressions on their faces. Standing up, I tried to excuse myself so I could leave. I'd rather just have them finish whatever they're arguing about. Ringo stopped in front of me. No, really, it's fine. He raised his voice when he said fine. Sorry, I didn't.
No, really, it's fine.
But Anna, can I ask you something? Sure, I smiled. What are you doing tonight? A date? He likes me? Oh, happy days! Nothing. Why? He smiled shyly. I was wondering if he would like to see a film with me tonight. I grinned widely and nodded. Yeah, it sounds like fun. Can I pick you up at 7? Yeah, 7's perfect. He breathed a sigh of relief. Cool. See you then? You still have a chance to back out.
Nope, I'm not backing out.
Yeah, later. I walked out of his apartment and did a little victory dance. I got a superstar to like me.
Wow.
Do you want to go on the date, or do you want Harmony to go on the date?
I haven't read yet, so I'll jingle jangle in.
Okay, you're starting right up there.
At 7 p.m.
All right.
See?
I do see. At 7 p.m. later, I checked the mirror for the last time. Ringo should be here any minute. My hair was clean.
Thank you.
Not stinky.
Thank you. You really have a thing about this hair.
I had satiated my taste for strawberries. My hair was clean, still short, and covered in sassy layers.
Oh.
A bow pinned to the side.
Oh, we're going for the whole scene look, huh?
Scene in the 60s.
My outfit consisted of a pink and white striped shirt that stopped by my thighs. The top was cut across the top, revealing my shoulders.
Ooh, that's too scandalous.
Show my boy a shoulder.
Woohoo!
The sleeves were short and stopped in the middle of my bicep, which looks like it just says bleep. I was wearing a jean skirt with white leggings and my black Converses.
Why did you think that this was gonna be the correct attire for this time period?
She said
I was
a trend.
I was different.
She's quirky.
Quirky?
I'm not like other girls of the
Oh
60s.
I thought I looked casual and cute.
Oh my god.
The only makeup I wore was eyeliner and purple eyeshadow.
Oh, cause yeah, alright.
3 knocks on the door.
Oh my god.
Oh, there he is. Oh, sorry. Oh, there he is. I hissed. Okay, breathe, Anna. You can do this.
Oh, don't breathe like that.
I flashed my reflection a confident smile.
You're
just like, hold on, let me air these bad boys out real quick.
answer the door. Hey, Anna. Whoa. You look. He paused. He paused, eyes widened. Is it that bad? I asked, worried. He grinned and shook his head. No, you look amazing.
Ugh.
Ringo was wearing jeans with black shoes, a white shirt underneath his leather jacket.
Ooh, what a bad boy.
You look pretty hot tonight, too.
Whoa.
I complimented. His simplicity. He offered his arm and said, "Shall we?" Yeah. I looped my arm through his. He opened his car door for me and shut it. Then he got in. What movie are we seeing? I asked when he pulled onto the street. I hope you don't mind, but it's a horror movie. He seemed unsure now. I smiled reassuringly at him. I love horror movies. He looked at me surprised. Really? Of course, but sometimes they can freak me out, you know? I crossed my legs. Ringo grinned mischievously. He had a plan ready for me, and I couldn't wait.
Oh, don't say it so sultry.
The movie we pulled in to see was a hack and slash movie. Me and Ringo sat on the hood of his car. It had only been 5 minutes into the movie, but I was becoming impatient. He needed to make his move.
Oh my lord.
I heard him scoot closer to me. Whatever. I turned my attention to the movie. A girl just got killed, and the effects were so cheesy. I just had to laugh. It was a very soft laugh. You couldn't even tell what I was doing. She wasn't getting scared. I had that stupid...
Oh, we switched POV.
Yes.
We switched
Oh,
pops.
okay.
We switched povs. She wasn't getting scared. I had to do that stupid move that Tim showed me. I scooted closer to her.
Beth, don't do that to me. Don't wiggle your eyebrows in my direction.
I stretched my arms way above my head and fake yawned. I felt so stupid, but then I let my arm drape over her shoulder.
Beth, this isn't working.
Well, it's because we're not in a scary movie.
Oh.
Right.
We're missing the horror element, you know?
She turned her head toward me and smiled. You had to do a lame move just for this. I lifted my arm, but she took hold of it and set it back down. No, I'm sorry. That was so rude of me. No, you're right. Tim told me to do it. I should have just done it my way.
Oh.
Oh, God. I brought her close. What's your way? She asked. Curiosity overwhelmed her. I took my arm off her and scooted away. Let me just restart. I then slyly scooted back over and grabbed her hand. I set it down on my thigh and threw my arm across her shoulders. And with my free hand, I took hold of the hand resting on my thigh.
Oh my god.
That's how I'd start.
Oh my
then
God.
I'd do this. I let go of her hand and placed it on her soft face. My forehead pressed against hers.
Oh, we're hopping right on in there.
Our warm breath mixing, I closed my eyes. I brought our lips together.
Oh.
Kissing
okay.
each other so tenderly, my heart melted.
Ugh.
We're switching povs again.
Oh, thank you for the notification.
His mouth tasted minty,
Ew.
with a slight hint of cigarette smoke.
Ew.
But it tasted amazing.
Oh.
When we pulled away, I blushed deeply. I cuddled into his chest, smelling him.
Lots of sniffing going on in this story.
He smelled of cologne and smoke. A smell I'm so used to. Hang on, hun. I'll be right back.
Ew.
Don't call me that.
You're the one who wrote it.
No.
He hopped off the hood and grabbed something from the back seat. It was a pillow and a blanket.
Oh.
Obviously, he brought them with the intention of sharing.
Oh.
Because sharing is caring, right? He set the pillow on the windshield and lay down. He pulled me onto him and held me tight.
Oh.
The blanket was cascaded over us. I hope you don't mind. I want us to be comfortable.
I
do
do.
mind. I mind very much.
He laid his head against mine. I shook my head. This was all so awesome. I was having a
Ugh.
fling with a celebrity.
Oh.
How much better could this get?
Give me that.
It's gonna get better. Just hold on.
Give it. I stick my bell in my pocket. Okay. Okay, switching point of views again. I dropped off Anna, but before she turned in for the night, I twirled her around and kissed her deeply. I had a confident feeling she'd be mine forever. Choose me, Anna. I whispered in her ear.
Ew.
Magically, I pulled a rose out of my sleeve and slipped it into her small hand.
Are you a magician? You've just had that in there all night and you're like, all right, now's my time. Whip the rose out.
I guess.
And it has its thorns and he's just bleeding. He's like, you want this?
Tonight on The Bachelor.
I guess that Ringo was the first one to show her a magic trick, Beth.
Ringo, is that you? Someone obnoxiously yelled from the upper floor staircase. It sounded like Paul.
Uh-huh.
I gave her an annoyed glance. She seemed unsure of how to feel.
Why did you get... Why did he annoy... Why? Why you?
Like, did you see this dude? Ugh. Interrupting us. Ugh.
Okay, that makes more sense. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good night, Anna. I kissed her quickly on the lips and hugged her tight. Night, Ringo. I had lots of fun with you tonight.
Don't say it like that.
Maybe we could do it again sometime.
Ew.
She asked when we let go. I nodded, smiling. She headed into her apartment. That's when I turned to go yell at Paul. He was standing at the beginning of the staircase. The fuck was that, Paul? You just ruined the end of a good night. I grabbed him by the collar. Grinning, he held his hands up in innocence. Oh, come on. I saw you kiss her. But it looked to me as if you spit all over her face.
It's disgusting.
I wanted to go ask her about tomorrow, so bug off. He freed himself from my grip. Scowling at him, I just turned and walked away.
Fight. Nothing?
Well, not yet. Switching povs to Anna. Were we boyfriend-girlfriend now? He never
You
asked.
made out on top of a car.
Well, he never asked. So I didn't think we were. I collapsed onto my couch and closed my eyes. Slowly, I rubbed my finger over my mouth, trying to remember how his mouth felt against mine.
Ew.
That's when a few raps on my door startled me.
This is Anna Out of Context. Thoughts and quotes from your host.
Galileo. Some people think he's gross, but he's really good on toast. Galileo. Possums aren't black. Or opaque.
Well, it's Harmony's favorite thing in the whole wide world. Snails? The Onceler? No, wait, that's me. Boo has big nipple problems. I'm sorry. Shut up, Anna. Stop talking.
You can eat ass on anyone.
Think there's a porno called Farts and Feet? My ribs have descended. They were being compressed. What's the word? Oh, decompressed.
This has been Anna Out of Context.
Coming, I yelled. I opened the door, surprised to find Paul standing there. Oh, hey, Paul. Come on in.
No.
I stepped out of his way to let him through. May I sit? He asked,
No.
pointing to the couch.
No.
Of course. He sat and patted the seat beside him. Ugh. I sat and awkwardly faced toward him, my hand resting on the sides of me. Paul did the same. Sorry I came so late, but I needed to ask you something important. I could see where this was going. I nodded. Another fling? I was wondering if you would care to accompany me for an evening stroll in the park, and later that night, a canoe ride? Tomorrow?
Paul, why are you talking like this? Why are you saying words the way you say them?
Because he's very arrogant.
Yeah, I could tell.
His fingers stretched out to land on my fingers.
Ew.
Don't claw in front of me.
That's what his fingers are doing. They're stretching out to land in front of you.
I thought long and hard about it. If Ringo didn't ask me to be his, then it would be okay. I promise I won't say anything to Ringo, he read my mind, if that's what you're worried about.
Uh-huh.
Promise? His hand now on top of mine.
Oh, okay, we're getting steamy again.
He nodded once. Promise. We just stared at each other after that, gazing deep into each other's eyes. Paul slipped his hand into mine, stroking the back of it with his thumb.
Don't like it.
Why?
You look beautiful tonight, by the way,
Oh my goodness.
he whispered after a few minutes. Blushing, I muttered a
So
thanks.
there was just a few minutes of you sitting there
Just
rubbing
dead
thumb.
silence. Dead silence while he rubs your hand.
He looked at me,
Stop.
And
I looked at him.
And we're gonna get copyright.
I should probably go to bed, Paul. What time will you pick me up tomorrow? 6:30. I'll even have a surprise for you, too. He let go of my hand and brought me close to him, his chin resting on my head. We hugged for about a minute before he let me go. Good night, Anna. Have sweet dreams.
Ew.
Say the words you do.
He kissed my cheek, got up, and left.
That was fast. Faster than rubbing your friggin' hand.
For minutes.
Locking the door behind him, I headed to my room.
That was
leaned
probably
up
the smartest thing you've done all night.
I headed to my room, leaned up against the wall, and cried myself to sleep.
Why are you crying?
Because these men.
I like that you just leaned up against the wall and fell asleep.
Yeah,
Yes.
I couldn't do that in real life.
You know, heaven forbid you go sleep on a bed. You just
Yeah.
up against the wall and cry.
Listen, if you're gonna cry yourself to sleep, do it where you're comfortable.
I'll cry where I feel like it. So, we are going to call that there. And we are going to do this in another part.
Huh?
And continue on with where these dates go.
Uh-huh.
So, when you come back, we're going to find out what Paul does with Anna.
So
Hey.
don't say it like that.
I was gonna say, you know, now that you have a nice little break, you should absolutely go check out our website because there's merch, there's links to all the things that the Record Button group does. Harmony, take it away!
Yeah, so the record button the recordbuttongroup.com is the Record Button's official website, of course. Links to all of our social media and all of that fun jazz.
But anyway, thanks for joining us. Join us next time and find out where this steamy story heads.
I hope it goes to the trash.
Not even close.
Unfortunate.
Okay, well, I'm Anna.
I'm Harmony.
I'm Beth.
This has been Why Did I Write This? Love you, goodbye.
I love you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Why did I write this?